Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this recap of Blueberries' progress and future perspective. Thank you all for being here, shareholders, board members, partners, and members of our team. We truly appreciate your time, your trust, and most of all, your continued belief in what we are building. My name is Gustavo Gutierrez, Country Manager for Blueberries Operations in Colombia, and it's a pleasure to open today's presentation. Before we dive into the details, here's a quick look at today's agenda. First, we will review Blueberry's current market position and competitive landscape, where we stand today, and how the industry has evolved around us. Second, we will go through our main commercial operational milestones, highlighting the progress achieved in both local and international markets. Third, we'll explore the new business units and future perspective, where we will share how Blueberries is expanding beyond cannabis into science-driven nutrition and food tech. And finally, we will close with a summary of financial highlights, giving a transparent view of performance and projection for the coming year. Let's begin with the first section, our market position and competitors. Next, please. Okay. Over the past few years, the Colombian cannabis industry has gone through a massive contraction. Between 2019 and 2022, over 400 companies obtained license to operate. Yet today, fewer than 10 remain fully operational. Many of the names that once defined the early momentum of the industry, like Chiron, Metcolcana, and several others, are no longer public listed or have ceased operation entirely. Others, such as Plena Global, were absorbed by larger international players seeking to consolidate capabilities rather than compete locally. This contraction isn't a coincidence. It reflects a clear structural issue, a lack of adaptability, diversification, and operational discipline in an environment that evolved faster than most companies could handle. At Blueberries, we recognize this early.
Gus?
Sorry, one moment, please. As I mentioned before, at Blueberries, we recognize this early. Instead of waiting for the market to correct itself, we choose evolution over extinction, repositioning our scientific, regulatory, and production capabilities to build value beyond cannabis. This strategic shift has allowed us not only to survive, but to grow in a sector where 98% of companies didn't. When we look at the performance of publicly listed companies, the contrast becomes clearer. Clever Leaves, Farmacielo, Flora Growth, and Avicana have all reported significant accumulated losses, in some cases exceeding 200 million Canadian dollars. By comparison, Blueberries' accumulated deficit stand at just 24 million, with the majority of that, nearly 70%, incurred before 2021 during sector initial investment heavy phase and not under current Teraflo's administration. Even more relevant, our 2024 net loss is the lowest among peers, at just 1.1 million of Canadian dollars, reflecting consistent control, a lean operational model, and gradual revenue diversification. In other words, with other scale for speculation, Blueberries built for sustainability. For this comparison, we select Clever Leaves and Farmacielo as their business model are the most comparable to Blueberries, but focus primarily on the production of active ingredients. As we can see, Clever Leaf has effectively become inactive, reflecting the structural consolidation taking place across the region. Farmacielo, meanwhile, remains on a prolonged decline of about 78%, driven by weak market confidence and limited commercial traction. In contrast, Blueberries Medical has shown remarkable stability and resilience, maintaining positive performance and operational consistency through 2025, the result of our focus on efficiency, product diversification, and long-term strategic vision. Now, moving on to the commercial and operational milestones, beyond withstanding an extremely challenging market, 2024 was about proving that Blueberries can operate efficiently, deliver consistently, and grow through discipline. In this section, I will walk you through the main achievements that shaped the year, from the consolidation of key export operations to the progress in our portfolio and strategic partnership, all of which set the foundation for the company's next evolution. Over the past year, Blueberries has focused on consolidating its presence across Latin America, strengthening partnerships and export channels in Mexico, Peru, Chile, Argentina, Brazil, and Uruguay. This regional footprint provides us with access to markets that are experiencing a strong regulatory progress and increasing medical adoption, while using our operational base in Colombia as a regional manufacturing hub. Beyond Latin America, we will also establish a strategic presence in Australia, which remains the most advanced and fastest growing medical cannabis market globally, both in regulatory sophistication and in commercial opportunity. Together, these regions position Blueberries as one of the few Latin American companies with a truly scalable international footprint. As part of our international strategy, Blueberries continues to build local partnerships that translate science into market access. Following the successful model implemented in Argentina last year, we've now signed an exclusive commercial representation agreement with Futura Farms, one of the most experienced operators in the Peruvian market. It's a low-risk, high-impact model, one that allows us to scale internationally with maintained operational discipline. While international expansion remains a key strategic priority, the local market continues to play a role in sustaining our operations. In 2024, local market consolidation drove a 56% year-over-year growth compared to 2023, reinforcing Blueberries' position as a leading regional supplier to partners like Dogecan and Carlos Medicinals. Beyond growth, the domestic market offers shorter capital cycles and a stable recurring cash flow, providing a healthy financial base to fund ongoing operations and product development. This between international scaling and domestic cash generation is what ensures the company's resilience in a still challenging global environment. Innovation remains one of the core pillars of Blueberries' strategy. In 2024, we were awarded a competitive government grant by the Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Tourism and Colombia Productiva to develop an innovative purification methodology for THC, a project selected from over 100 national proposals. We successfully completed the development phase and achieved THC purity levels above 95%, validating our technical capabilities and positioning Blueberries as a scientific leader in the cannabinoid space. Most importantly, THC isolate is now commercially available, opening new opportunities in the pharmaceutical and medical research markets, and reinforcing our reputation as a company that consistently bridges science and industry. As we look ahead, Blueberries' focus remains clear: to transform cannabinoid science into real, accessible solutions for health and well-being. The next phase of our strategy is about scaling intelligently, strengthening our position in Latin America, with expanding into new categories and technologies that combine botanical active, biotechnology, and AI-driven formulation. What we achieved so far has proven that focus, discipline, and innovation can coexist, and this next chapter is where those principles truly converge. What we are building is not our invention. is an evolution. Blueberries have developed a strong foundation in cannabinoid science, purification technologies, and regulatory know-how. Now we are applying that same scientific discipline to a broader mission: science-driven nutrition products where biotechnology, natural ingredients, and data converge to improve everyday health. This translation allows us to move beyond cannabis, leveraging our expertise to enter fast-growing, high-margin segments of the nutraceutical industry, while keeping innovation and quality at the core of everything what we do. This pivot towards science-driven nutrition is not only a natural step for Blueberries, it's a strategic one. The Latin America supplement market now exceeds $10 million, growing nearly twice as fast as the global average. With our scientific and regulatory foundations, Blueberries is perfectly positioned to lead this regional shift from cannabinoids to functional nutrition. Our early-stage commercialization pilots already validate this direction. The supplement segment now contributes around 25% of Project 2025 revenues, growing more than 4 times since 2023. And most importantly, our regulatory expertise, pharmaceutical-grade infrastructure, and extraction know-how give Blueberries a unique competitive edge, allowing us to enter the supplements and food tech sectors with credibility, speed, and scientific authority. Blueberries is evolving from a single vertical cannabis company into a multi-platform business built around three synergistic partners, each one reinforcing the others under one science-driven vision. First, our B2C nutraceuticals, we are launching science-based supplement brands in Latin America, focused on high-margin, high-demand segments such as personalized nutrition, metabolic health, longevity, and performance, leveraging e-commerce as a primary growth engine. Second, active ingredient diversification, expanding beyond cannabinoids into cell agriculture and native plant active, unlocking nature's power through advanced extraction and formulation. And third, B2B food tech, applying our biotech and AI capabilities to accelerate formulation cycles, reduce development costs by up to 35%, and build partnership with food industry players to bring wellness into everyday products. Together, these three platforms turn Blueberries into a science-based ecosystem, a table scalable and aligned with the future of health innovation. As we see, Blueberries has entered in a new stage of evolution, one where science, innovation, and market diversification come together to drive sustainable growth. Now let's move to the financial side of this history. To walk us through the company's performance and financial highlights, I want to invite Tomás Rodriguez, our Chief Financial Officer, to will, who will share how a strategic moves are already translating into tangible results. Please, Tomás.
Okay, can you hear me well?
Clear.
Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Tomás Rodriguez Prats, as Gustavo said, CFO of Blueberries Medical Corp, and I will walk you through the financial section of today's presentation. Let's start with the first chart, which shows the evolution and projection of our sales in Canadian dollars. Our growth was initially supported by the consistent performance of our CBD derivatives line, which has shown steady results since 2021. Beginning in 2023, the supplement business line became the main driver of revenue expansion and continues to represent the fastest growing category between 2023 and 2025. Regarding THC derivatives, while we completed the necessary product development, regulatory timelines have delayed commercial deployment, and therefore we have not projected THC sales for 2026. Finally, for the same year, we anticipate that the adults category will be primarily driven by our food tech business line, which we expect to gain relevance as a complementary source of revenue. Overall, our sales outlook reflects both diversification and sustained growth, establishing a solid foundation for achieving positive cash flow, which I will discuss on the next slide. As you can see in this chart, our net cash position has been improving steadily since 2019. We had initially projected reaching break-even in 2025. However, due to certain regulatory delays that postponed some of our planned sales, the break-even point has now shifted to 2026. Despite this adjustment, our cash management remains strong. We continue to see a clear trend toward positive net cash and expect to maintain healthy liquidity levels throughout 2025. By 2026, we anticipate achieving sustainable operating cash flow and moving into positive territory, as reflected in the projected 295,000 Canadian dollars net cash position by 2027. Before moving forward, I would like to acknowledge the renewal and continued commitment of our board of directors. This board has been instrumental in guiding Blueberries' strategy over the past year, and their renewed mandate reflects the confidence in their leadership and long-term vision. With a strong balance of entrepreneurial experience, industry expertise, and corporate governance, the board remains a key pillar as we continue executing our growth plan. Their collective experience and dedication ensure that Blueberries Medical Corp moves forward with clarity, discipline, and purpose. As we look ahead to 2026, we are confident that our team's dedication and passion will keep driving Blueberries' growth and purpose. And last but not least, as we close today's meeting, we want to thank you for walking this path with us. What lies ahead is even more exciting. The journey continues, and the best is yet to come. Well, now we open for questions, the meeting.
Thomas, I don't have a question, but I just wanted to say thank you very much for your hard work, and that I've watched the company grow from the beginning, and it makes my heart glow with happiness to see how far it's come in the last 5-6 years. So I just wanted to extend my appreciation and say thank you.
Thank you, Catherine, for your words. Well, we are really passionate in what we do. Although English is not our native language, we do our best to communicate and share with you the future perspectives. And we are open to receive questions by email or to set up a call to discuss any matter. If you go to the Blueberries webpage, you can get our emails or phone numbers, etc. Is there any final words?
I thought Catherine was going to make a question.
No, just comments.
Just comment.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, just saying thank you.
Okay. No, well, all we are here, we know very well Blueberries' history. We know that cannabis industry is not what we thought at the beginning of this journey. It's a product with a lot of regulation. It's a product that governments in Latin America are not really willing to accept business. So it's kind of difficult to move cannabis all over the place, all over the region. United States, there's not a federal law approving the use of cannabis. So it's difficult, but at this moment, what we want to do is to evolve in something new for Blueberries, is to add different new category of products, different new natural ingredients, and to start doing business with other products that help to the health of the people. Okay, so that's our goal for 2026, is to incorporate new probably businesses, new products, and maybe new companies, trying to make in Blueberries a hub of company acquisitions that are aligned with this new core business of the company. We hope in the next annual general meeting we can show you and comment more about this new concept.